Ubisoft has just not been doing that well this year, with their stocks falling, with their decision to partner with Tencent and create a subsidiary, with their turbulent release of Assassin's Creed Shadows, and the bad reception that all of it has received even before even releasing the game. Things have just been one bad thing after another, and today we learned something new that is equally as bad for them. Greetings ladies and gents, my name is Hyozo, the Bearded Balkan Blabbermouth, and I am discussing, and today we're going to be talking about Marc-Alexis Côté, or Côté, I don't know how to pronounce that name, leaving Ubisoft and leaving the company, leaving the Assassin's Creed team, and just basically eating out of that sinking ship, or whatever you want to call it. But if you enjoy my content and you want to see more, please press the subscribe button and consider becoming a member. You help the channel grow and you help homeless animals and animals in shelters. Thank you, and back to the video. So this is from IGN. Love them, hate them, doesn't matter. They do a good take on the facts and what's been happening with these situations. Their opinions are shit, but when it comes to just reporting on what is already known, they're okay. So, Assassin's Creed franchise boss Marc-Alexis Côté has departed Ubisoft after a career spanning more than 20 years, IGN understand. This is the vice president, but the news comes just 2 weeks after Ubisoft's biggest brand became operated by Vantage Studio, the separate business entity formed by Ubisoft with a 25% stake from Chinese giant Tencent. Yeah, remember that? Remember when Ubisoft had to basically give 25% to Tencent and to sell it at a, in my opinion, dirt cheap price, and have their most successful franchise transferred to that studio? Yeah, that's still happening, and it happened, and Assassin's Creed franchise is under Tencent now. Congratulations! That's an absolute brilliant move, if you ask me, wink wink. That will also now oversee all future Far Cry and Rainbow Six games, so these two franchises as well. Ubisoft were informed of the news this afternoon via an internal email, which discussed the need for Vantage Studios leadership team to be aligned with its core goals. Now, when I hear align with the core goals or with a company goals, and that someone is not aligned with the company goals, that just means we don't like you. We don't like what you say, we don't like that you're inconvenient, and that you create waves within the company. That's basically the corporate talk in its full force. IGN understands that Côté was offered a role as part of Vantage Studios, but he declined. In an internal note to Ubisoft staff obtained by IGN, Vantage Studios co-CEO Christophe Duran said he was disappointed by Côté's decision and that a former leader had his own expectations and priority related to Vantage Studios' creation and future. So he was offered to be a leader there, to be in a very high, good paid position, but he decided to eat out. And this is a guy who actually defended Assassin's Creed Shadows and their very questionable choices about a black man being a samurai and all of those inconsistencies which you can find on my channel that I've heavily discussed it in the past year. And he was one who defended every single bit of that. He went against the gamers in several interviews, and he was firmly behind his visions and his decisions for every part of the game and the previous games that he did, and now he wants to just eat out. This is very suspicious to me, and it's very troubling news for Ubisoft, because when you have someone in such a high position who has been there for so many years and is such a key player to probably your still most successful franchise, then you know something is fucked up. He knows things, and he says, nope, this is a sinking ship, I'm out of here. Côté, known to colleagues by his initials as Mac, joined Ubisoft in 2005. This is 20 years ago. As a software engineer, before working as a lead engine programmer of Pretty Forgotten Sands. From there, he joined Assassin's Creed series in time for Brotherhood, working as a lead level designer before serving as a game director on Assassin's Creed 3. If I was someone who didn't care about gamers' opinion and defend my product like he did with Assassin's Creed Shadows, and just wanted to get my paycheck and deliver more of my vision and stuff like that, I would not leave such a position even if the company is going to a different studio, because if the different studio, if the other subsidiary will offer the same progress and alignment with the vision that I have, then it shouldn't be a problem for me. And Côté was offered such a high position there and he decided to bolt. To me, that looks like he knows something is up. He knows that things are not going well and he knows that there will not be any success in the new subsidiary. And this is after the news that an Assassin's Creed game was actually cancelled, which was during the Civil War, with the protagonist being one of the slaves. So yeah, full-on inclusion and continuation of that sort of mindset, and he probably realized that things are not going well, because you don't get to that position, whatever you are, for 20 years and just eat out like this unless you know something is up and things are not gonna go well very soon. And to that end, I'm just seeing here, this is live by the way, the Ubisoft stocks, which were actually kind of doing okay in the beginning because their close yesterday was at 8.9 euro. They actually managed to surpass the 9 euro, then they dipped, then surpassed again, and just now before closing, for in the span of 30 minutes they dropped 12 cents, which is abhorrent when your overall price is a single digit number. And this has been happening for a long time. We have covered those stocks for a long time, and if you go to the 5-day, you'll see that it is a steady decline for a month. You have a little bit of up because they were very much down in September, but they're starting to go down now even again. In the 6 months, you see that they were actually quite good at 11 in May. That's their highest point this year. And when you go to the 5-year charts, then you see that it kind of looks like a fading post from a giant entity that is slowly fading away, just barely keeping alive with diminishing life signals, diminishing energy, until it kind of looks flat here, just barely any signs of life. This is the result of a company becoming very big, very badly managed, very engrossed in its own politics or in its investors' politics, and just ignoring the group of people that they should be listening to the most, that's the players and the consumers, and thinking that whatever they put out, because they have put out a lot of good products in the past, that the gamers will continue to open their wallets and will buy the slop. And that used to be the case before 2016 probably, and people would buy every game that came out from their beloved studio. But that quickly ended when things got bad and when people kind of opened their eyes and saw that they're playing something that they do not enjoy. They're paying more and more for things that they just don't want to engage in, and that they are not receiving anything in return. And whether or not you think Assassin's Creed Shadows is a success or not, you can only see the numbers from SteamDB and see for yourself that whatever you might think that the success for this game is, it's really a very bad outcome for Ubisoft. These are the live graphics, and as you can see, the maximum player count is 64,000, which was 7 months ago. You have owner estimations, which at best put them at 894,000, and even if you double that, even if you triple that, it's still not enough, because the budget that went into developing this game is officially confirmed to be over 100 million euro, which is around 110 million dollars, but this is over and you don't know by how many, and that is not counting the marketing budget. So this game, in every sense of the word, is a financial flop for Ubisoft. And when you have a decision like that, one after another, and now with the cancelled Ubisoft project, with the subsidiary, with everything that has been going on with them, and now with their, I don't want any high positions in any subsidiary of the companies, I don't want your money, I am getting the fuck out of here. That means, and I don't know how to say it in the softest way possible, that things are just not well. And pretty soon, I think that we're going to see the cracks widening, and we're going to see, probably sooner rather than later, the fall, the actual fall of the giant that is known as Ubisoft. Because Ubisoft, no matter how you look at it, is a giant, a former beloved giant in the gaming industry, delivering legendary games, immortal titles, amazing franchises to ultimately fall down from its peak and just get buried below all their increasingly stupid decisions. And that's what happens. That should be a lesson. It's going to be a cautionary tale for future developers, and it's going to showcase exactly what a company should not do. They're not alone in this. A lot of other companies are going down like this with varying speeds, but they will probably be the biggest example of what happens when you stop catering to your consumers. But anyways, that's all I have for this video today. Thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy, please press the subscribe button, leave a comment down in the comment section below, and consider joining and becoming a DiscussThing Guild member. You're helping the channel grow, and you're helping homeless animals and animals in shelters. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Hiezo, this was DiscussThing, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers and stay fresh.